It started innocently enough. I had been working late for a few nights in a row, trying to hit a deadline at work. I'd come home, exhausted, greeted my wife, Claire, who always seemed more lively than I was. She'd throw a smile at me, kiss my cheek, and go about her evening routine, preparing dinner or talking to the kids. It was almost too perfect, the kind of routine that lulled me into comfort. But one evening I found something that shattered the comfortable facade of our life. I had a busy morning ahead, but Claire had left her laptop open on the kitchen counter. And for some reason, I just couldn't resist. I told myself I wasn't going to snoop, but curiosity got the best of me. I glanced at the screen. She hadn't closed her browser. The tabs were open, and I saw her log into a dating site. It wasn't one I recognized, but the name of it seemed innocent enough, meetyourmatch.com. I hesitated, unsure whether I should close the window and leave, but my finger hovered over the mouse. I clicked. What I saw next took my breath away. Claire had been actively messaging with multiple men, flirty messages, inside jokes, compliments. The conversations ranged from simple small talk to more intimate exchanges. My stomach turned as I scrolled further, seeing messages about meeting up for drinks, mentions of hotel rooms, and there it was, a plan to meet someone in person. She was arranging to meet one of these men, a man I didn't know. I felt dizzy. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. My wife of 10 years, the woman who had been my everything, was playing this game behind my back. I closed the laptop and sat down hard on the couch, my mind racing. I wanted to confront her right then, but what if I was mistaken? What if there was an explanation? 100 excuses ran through my head, but deep down, I knew I had just uncovered something far worse than I could have imagined. My heart was pounding as I stood up and paced around the room, trying to calm myself down. Couldn't let it go. I had to find out more. What was her reasoning? How long had this been going on? I had been blind, completely unaware. I thought we had a perfect life. I thought she was the woman I could trust. But now, I felt betrayed, angry, confused, and humiliated. I couldn't just pretend I hadn't seen what was right in front of me. The plan formed in my mind. I needed proof. Real proof. If Claire was going to lie, I would catch her. And so I began my plan. I created a fake account on the same dating site, one that looked like just another man interested in a casual conversation. I didn't care about the details, just the bait. Once I was in, I would engage her, see how far this had gone. The idea made me sick, but I had no choice now. I had to see it through. The next day, I logged into the fake account and sent Claire a message. I chose a name, Mark, someone completely unfamiliar. I didn't know if she would remember this man from her history, but it didn't matter. I had to take the chance. I didn't have to wait long. Within an hour, my phone buzzed. It was a notification from the dating app. Claire had replied. "Hey there, stranger," she wrote. "It's been a while, huh?" I had to stop myself from laughing bitterly. It had only been a while because she hadn't even been remotely interested in talking to me. We exchanged pleasantries. I kept it casual, not wanting to raise any suspicion. But as the conversation went on, I could feel her getting more comfortable, dropping the typical small talk. The messages became more flirty, more intimate. I was sickened, yet I couldn't pull myself away. I had to know how far this had gone. She told me about her busy life, how she was stressed from work, and how she needed a break. She said she wanted someone to talk to, someone who would listen to her. And as the conversation progressed, the lines became blurred. She didn't talk about me, not once. It was all about her desire to find excitement elsewhere. My fingers shook as I typed my next message. "When can we meet up? I know you're busy, but I think we could have some fun." Her reply was almost instant. "I was thinking the same thing. I'd love to see you. How about tomorrow night?" I was stunned. Tomorrow night. She was going to meet this man. She was going to cheat on me, on our family, on everything we had built. I felt a surge of emotion. Anger, betrayal, disbelief. It was like someone had punched me in the gut. "Where do you want to meet?" I typed, forcing myself to continue. She gave me the details, a hotel, a time, and a few flirty comments about how she couldn't wait. I sat there staring at the screen for what felt like forever. This was it. I had her. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to confront her. That evening I waited. My heart pounded in my chest as I rehearsed what I was going to say. When Claire finally arrived home, I acted normal. She greeted me with a kiss that felt fake. I didn't even kiss her back. "How was your day?" she asked, oblivious to the storm that was brewing inside me. "It was fine. How was yours?" I replied, my voice calm, even though everything inside me was boiling over. We sat down for dinner, and I let her talk about her day, about her work. But I couldn't focus. I kept glancing at the clock, waiting for the right moment. Finally, after what felt like hours, I stood up. "I know about the hotel," I said quietly, my eyes locking onto hers. She froze, her face drained of color. What are you talking about?" she stammered, her voice shaky. I pulled out my phone, showing her the messages between her and Mark. I watched her face twist in disbelief, then guilt, then shame. "I was going to meet him tonight," she whispered, barely able to meet my eyes. "I'm sorry. I never meant for it to go this far." "You never meant for it to go this far?" Couldn't hold back anymore. "You were going to cheat on me, Claire. You've been doing this for who knows how long." She burst into tears, but I couldn't bring myself to comfort her. This wasn't the woman I thought I knew. This wasn't the woman I loved. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't know what happened," she sobbed. "Don't lie." I spat, my voice shaking with fury. "This wasn't a mistake, Claire. You planned this. You knew exactly what you were doing." I didn't know what to do next. My whole world felt like it was falling apart. My wife had betrayed me in the worst way possible. But what came next? I didn't know if I could forgive her, if I even wanted to try. All I knew was that everything had changed. The life I thought we had, it was gone.